A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be fielded inside the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one fielded at the 5. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
To throw on 2nd down. Hancock. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down. Hancock. And he's going to be caught by the tight end Waring. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. To the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown here. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, Hancock, and that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Hancock. This one middle of the field. It's Waring, the tight end. Touchdown Raiders. Kahale Waring. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now, on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Hancock. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
At the Steelers' 44-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw. Hancock. He's going to look deep down the field. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hancock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. The play fake. Hancock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Ooh, with a juke. And some room to work. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hancock. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Hancock. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like... And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Got him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing on first down. Hancock, he'll let this go deep for runs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hancock. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Hancock. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Harris, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Oh, nice move. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with the tackle.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Ebron caught left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Hancock. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hancock. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
First throw now for the backup lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On play action. They'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of 2. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. Dances by him, finding some room at midfield, and finally brought down at the 43. 137 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. A late turnover so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. Hancock. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly...
And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. Extra point now by Boswell. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down. Hancock. He finds his man. Complete. That's Simmons. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw on second down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Looking to throw. Hancock. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Raiders.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Locke. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw again. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man Johnson, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They run again with Harris. Dancing away at the 35. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 189 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they're